This film is addressed to physicists and engineers. We are treating the Great Pyramid as a candidate-engineered message. You do not need belief. You only need a method, measurement, uncertainty, falsifiers. We enforce a single discipline. First, what is measurable? Second, what is a testable hypothesis? Third, what is interpretation? We will not confuse them. The analysis is organized as a hypothesis stack. Lower layers must plausibly hold before higher layers are entertained. Here are the definitions and the signal criterion. If you disagree with the unit, that is acceptable. The scoring protocol adjudicates it. Layer 1 is a unit hypothesis. The proposed unit is the true meter, defined as pi over 3 meters. This is not presented as historical certainty. It is presented as a test. Does one unit explain many dimensions more coherently than competitors? We avoid story fitting by scoring units objectively. Convert each measurement into units, compute residual to the nearest integer, and normalize by uncertainty. A coherent unit should reduce residuals across many independent features. The unit must not be tuned after seeing results. If we adjust the unit to fit outcomes, that is, curve fitting, not decoding. This is the replication protocol. It is the difference between a hypothesis and a story. These falsifiers are stated in advance. If true meter fails objective scoring versus alternatives, we abandon it. Layer 2 asks whether the structure resolves into repeated low complexity counts and ratios across independent features within stated tolerance. In information terms, redundancy is how a message survives noise. A code would not rely on a single clever number. It would repeat across chambers, passages, and subsystems. Any claimed integer or ratio must survive uncertainty propagation. If the conclusion reverses once error bars are applied, it is not stable evidence. This is one objective scoring framework. It does not prove intention. It does test whether one unit is more coherent than competitors for the same data set. Layer 3 concerns the granite coffer. It presents outer and inner dimensions, two measurement regimes in one artifact. Hypothesis: it functions as a teaching object for unit calibration, ratios, and deltas. This layer lives or dies on measurement provenance, which faces, how corners are treated, what corrections are applied, and what uncertainties are reported. Without this, no claim is meaningful. The correct move is to publish a worksheet with multi-source measurements and error bars. If the structure collapses under uncertainty, the claim collapses with it. Layer 4 is resonance. The physics is standard. The application to the pyramid is hypothetical. The question is whether cavity and passage geometry is merely structural or intentionally configured for system response. These are the first-order models. Any serious claim requires measured geometry, boundary conditions, loss models, and predicted spectra compared to measured spectra. A proper protocol uses controlled excitation and measures transfer functions across multiple positions. Distinctive tuning would appear as repeatable spectral features. Layer 5 is scaling, mapping architecture to other regimes via a fixed scale factor. This is high risk. If we allow unlimited choices, patterns become inevitable. If scaling is attempted, it must be pre-registered, which features count, what factor is used, and what tolerance is accepted before any comparison is made. Climate physics does not require pyramids. Greenhouse forcing and feedbacks are established physics. The only pyramid-specific claim entertained here is an illusion hypothesis that an engineered message might be pointing attention to infrared and the atmosphere. This is the minimal climate primer in mainstream terms. Anything further remains interpretive and contingent on layers below. Layer 6 is the shaft system. We treat it as engineering geometry first. Map angles, cross-sections, offsets, and routing constraints, meaning second, constraints are fingerprints of engineered intent. The test is whether modular structure repeats beyond tolerance, or whether the system is effectively irregular. Ventilation, signaling, or other functional stories remain downstream. We do not assert purpose until modeling supports it. Layer 7 is interpretive. The minimal statement is physical. Stone outlasts fragile civilizations. Mathematics is a durable carrier of knowledge across disruption. This ladder keeps the discussion scientific. If you reject the upper layers, you can still test the lower layers. If the lower layers fail, the upper layers do not stand. These falsifiers are repeated at the end deliberately. Science progresses by stating what would disprove the model. If you are interested, replicate it. Pre-register a feature set, compile published measurements, score units objectively, publish the worksheet and code, invite hostile review. We are not claiming certainty about ancient intention. We are not claiming climate science depends on pyramids. We are claiming that the Great Pyramid is a uniquely testable artifact for metrology, geometry, and system-level hypotheses. If the signal holds, it deserves attention. If it fails, it should be discarded. Either way, the method is the message. Measure, model, falsify.